Welcome to Blackjack Stewart Arena. This is Seth Rock here to do some play-by-play action for you again on this third straight Wednesday. Third time in a row doing this. I believe this first time it's going to be me here, but last two times this team's matched up on Wednesday, on the previous two Wednesdays, I should say, RHA did get the victory 10-1 both times, so they're going to be coming here looking to get back into the win column, get their third Wednesday win in a row against this Piot Mound Buffaloes team, whereas this Piot Mound Buffaloes team is looking to get back in the win column. They've been on a bit of a losing streak lately, and they're looking to get that snapped here this evening here in Blackjack Stewart Arena, and what better way to do it against a team that has, you know, given you some punishing losses over the past few weeks. And if you can get a good start against this RHA team, if you're Piot Mound, that'll be a very, very good thing for you guys to do. But yeah, like I said, this is U15 action between these two teams. It is the Winnipeg U15 Art Rink Hockey Academy versus the U15 Male Prep Piot Mound Buffaloes. So some great action we should have here tonight, here this afternoon. This rivalry heating up more and more as the season goes on. As these, like I said before, these two teams have matched up 3 times in a row on the previous two Wednesdays, this being the third Wednesday, and looks good. So both these teams warming up their goaltenders as we see normally before, and I do have the starting lineups here for you guys today for the Piot Mound Buffaloes. Starting up front, we will have number 27, Adam Kelly, along with number 12, Bo Murray, and number 9, Liam Chartrand, with number 6, Landon May, and number 3, Gage Sutherland on the blue line today, and number 29, Keen Reed, getting the start. So Keen Reed, quite a few saves in his last few matchups against this RHA team, and look to him to really get back where he left off just by making tons of saves, and let's see if he can do that repeat performance tonight. And as for the U15 Rink Hockey Academy, we have up front, it will be Brody Green and Wyatt Stinton, and I believe Ethan Bobo is listed here as a defender, but last few weeks he had been playing forward, so I'm just going to assume he is going to be playing forward, with the defenders being Noah Schneiderat and Aiden Collins, with Brant Cotillier in net for the third time in a row. So similar to what we've seen with Keen Reed, he got the previous two starts with these two teams matching up, and so did Brant Cotillier. So third straight goaltending matchup these games. Brant Cotillier did get the wins, but Keen Reed definitely did get more stops in the game, so should be an interesting matchup to see if Piot Mound does get some more shots on goal in these games. They're definitely going to be looking to do so and try to create some more offense. And one of the front-running players, I think, for this Buffaloes team is a guy that we've mentioned quite a bit over the past few weeks, and that is Adam Kelly. He's really started to shine as the second half of the season has gone on. He's definitely been a leader on all ends of the ice, no matter what facet of the game it is. You can often see him leading the rush offensively, playing smart defensive hockey in his own zone, and also not afraid to get into those gritty areas like you see often, him going into the corners and doing all the little things to get the job done. And he isn't the tallest guy out there, but you gotta love his heart and his love for the game for him. In order to do these things, he has to have heart, and he has shown that over the past few games as well. And obviously, we've mentioned him lots this season already, Bo Murray being one of those players that you can always rely on to get the job done in the offensive zone and put up some good points. So yeah, definitely one of those front-running players that you can expect to be playing hard with his heart on his sleeve every single night. And one thing I did forget to mention is the scratch in this game. Carson Carrolls will not be playing for the Buffaloes, so pretty tough loss for the Buffaloes, one of their better defensemen on the team, and it is a big loss, but they're definitely going to look to try and compensate it in this game. And you know, Gage Sutherland being one of the has the most points on the team right now, and he's definitely going to be looking to step up his game in the absence of his partner in Carson Carrolls. So it should be pretty interesting to see how he responds in this game as well. And for Rink Hockey Academy, they're just looking to close out these 3 Wednesday matches by getting their third win and going on to the next win. This is one of the teams near the top part of this division, so you can definitely expect them to be getting ready for that playoff type matchups real soon. They're definitely going to have their work cut out for them eventually, so you're going to expect that all pieces better be in full effort mode tonight as they are preparing for hopefully, in their case, a lengthy playoff run. And the Buffaloes looking to prepare for the playoffs as well. But just over a minute and 20 left in warm-up. This has been Seth Rock with the pregame show. We will go to a quick commercial break before we come back to you here live at Blackjack Stewart Arena for the first period between the U15 Pilot Mound Buffaloes and the U15 Rink Hockey Academy. This is Seth Rock. Stay tuned. Yeah. And welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena for some male U15 prep action here between the Pilot Mound Buffaloes and the Rink Hockey Academy. And as I mentioned before, if you caught the pregame show, these two teams have met up twice over the past 2 Wednesdays, and both times RHA was able to come out with the win, and both times it was a 10-1 victory for RHA. And Pilot Mound looking here to get back into the win column. They are on a bit of a losing streak, as I mentioned before, and looking to come out here and beat this RHA team that they have struggled a lot with in earlier games this year. And one thing for the Pilot Mound Buffaloes that they have done very well, or I thought they did well in the last time these two teams matched up, was come out strong in the early parts of the third period. They were able to, apply some pressure and really were able to get a few goals in the third period. As I said, those 2 victories for RHA were 10-1, and both times the Buffaloes were able to score, they did score in the third period. So this is definitely a big matchup for Pilot Mound, and looking to try and replicate what they were able to do in the third period in those games and try to bring it for a more consistent pace throughout this whole game here we got here. But these two teams getting ready to match up at center ice. It looks like Pilot Mound goaltending, Keen Reed's getting the kicks from Pete Moreau, so that's always good to see. One goaltender getting one into the game. But here we go. We're about to line up here for the center ice draw. We got Bo, and we also got Bo Murray at the draw. Here we go. Puck is won. Couldn't really tell who won that. It was a little more of a tie-up, but a puck goes deep into the RHA zone, and it's picked up behind the net. Puck comes up, and here is number 22, in Collins. Collins over Stinton. Stinton wide across for Green, and a great save early for Keen Reed. Schneiderett gets it on the point. He just chips that puck in, and Bobo's unable to pick that up. Green stops up behind the net and is able to steal the puck from the Pilot Mound defender. Here's Bobo now behind the net. Gets it up for Collins. Collins bobbles it, but is able to keep it in just barely. Sutherland is going to rim that puck around. Adam Kelly's going to try and snake that puck past Schneiderett, but is unable to. Bobo chips that puck down for Green. Green sitting in Gretzky's office, the place he made famous. He's been playing a lot there behind the net in these past few games, and a lot of success has come to him. The puck is picked up by Sutherland in his own zone. He shoots that out and hits off of Stinton's stick, so there will be no icing. Cotillier picks it behind the net and just leaves it for Schneiderett. Here he comes. He moves that puck. Before checking, Ufsawatsky is unable to waver Schneiderett. Guard now just backhands that puck in. Bear gets that puck up for Jones. Jones unable to shoot that puck on net. Now here's Dolinsky. Doaks for Ponce. Ponce shoots it. It goes way over, and it's hit by the stick of Keane Reed. RHA now. Jones. Down for Guard. Guard back for Jones. Jones now. Still has it. Gives it back down for Guard. Guard up for Ponce. Now for Delinsky. Delinsky fires it through traffic, and it is stopped by Keane Reed, and we will have a whistle to the right of Keane Reed. And of course, both these two teams got a little bit of a puck. Piot Mound was able to get the puck into the offensive zone right off the start of the game, but RHA was able to have a really clean breakout and already get a few opportunities on net, tested Keane Reed a little bit, but Keane Reed was sharp on those tasks. Now here's Thompson. He just rims it off the board into the zone while Turner gives chase. Turner now can't get that puck up. Thompson now back for Turner. Turner tries to poke that puck past the defenders there in the Piot Mound Buffalo zone. Here's Ross. Ross had that puck outside and gives it for Thompson, and we will have a face-off just outside the Piot Mound Buffalo zone. And it is Chikous versus Bibo at the draw. That puck is won by Bibo, and Kettles is going to chip that puck in. Keane Reed stops that behind the line, and it's given for Sutherland. Sutherland is beaten to the puck by Ross. Here's Ross now. He's going to walk in, and I think we have a penalty here on RHA after that. I believe it is a head contact. Penalty is coming to number 88 in Ethan Bibo. And Piot Mound has a chance here to get the first goal of the game. That would definitely be a big thing for them in this game to get that first goal. And what a better way to do it than on the power play. So, big test here for Piot Mound. Bo Murray gets kicked out, and Adam Kelly will take his spot at the draw. Murray now gets it back to the blue line for Sutherland. Sutherland over for May. May snaps that, and it's blocked by Chornley. Good stick, good active stick there by Chornley to get it in the shot lane, and that puck tips up and out of play. Bo Murray. The puck is tied up and eventually won by RHA, and they're going to clear that puck down. Chiroto gives chase, but Sutherland picks that up first. Is May behind his own net. Here comes May now. Gives that for Bo Murray. Bo Murray now skates it in the offensive zone. Murray for Kelly. Kelly a shot in the slot. A rebound. Chances. There's a puck that was loose still. Few opportunities there for Piot Mound, but Bo Murray still has it. He fires it, and it rips off a pad of one of the defenders in front. May's going to backhand that puck back into the zone. He stops up and is able to keep that puck in off the attempted clearing by RHA. Puck comes right out front for, I believe that was Bo Murray, but he was unable to get a stick on it, and that puck goes all the way down. And May's going to pick it up behind his own net. A fairly decent power play for Piot Mound early, something they definitely did struggle with in the last two games against RHA on these Wednesday nights. But looks like their power play is getting a few more looks so far, and Sutherland's going to backhand that in. Chikous now loses that puck behind the net, and it is picked up by Ross. Ross is now going to skate it out. He has Balous out there. That puck is offside. Almost as if they weren't going to call it, but it was a little bit of a delayed whistle, and we will have a face-off. We will have a face-off right outside the Piot Mound Buffalo zone. Is Ross and Chikous at the draw. That puck is tied up, but it's eventually Ross who ends up with it. And here comes Big Heady. He's just going to dump that puck down. Puck is shot around. Tatuni keeps it in at the point. Nice pinch by Tatuni to just barely be able to keep that puck in the zone. They ended up getting a shot on net, and it is number 30, Brant Cotillier, who makes the save on that one. But a very good power play so far for Piot Mound. Definitely, I mentioned before, this was something they struggled with in the previous 2 matchups between RHA, just not really being able to get any grade A scoring chances on the power play. But today they already have a few, so power play is looking up for Piot Mound. Finally being able to find that time and space that they need in order to generate that offense. But here's Kelly. Kelly tumbles into the boards but gets right back up. That puck went whizzing by my face. A light flashed before my eyes a little bit as that puck did come quite a bit high up, but that puck eventually goes all the way down for an icing, and we will have a face-off to the left of Brant Cotillier. Getting a little razzing from Glenn Munford over there, but thing is, you just got to stay strong and be able to take it. So anyway, it is RHA who wins that, and Kettles takes it behind his own net. He gets it up for Green. Green's going to leave. Is just going to tip that up for Bebeau. Bebeau looking for an outlet in the offensive zone. Kettles gets it over for Thompson. Thompson fires it, looking for a stick, but is unable to find one. Kettles receives that at the point. He's just going to chip it around the boards. It's going to be Green with it. Green loses it, but it's picked up by Thompson. Green with it. Tries to get back for Thompson. A good turnover there by Gage Sutherland. Good awareness to catch that puck out, but it is received by Kettles at the point. And for Stinton. Stinton leaves it for Kettles. Kettles fires it, and it's a blocker saved by Keane Reed. Green now. Back for Thompson. Thompson back for Green. Green fires it with a hard shot, but that puck just goes over the net. May have hit Keane Reed's glove on the way up. Kettles is going to rim around the boards again, and it goes back to his other D partner in Thompson. Thompson tries to get that down loan for Stinton, but it is stolen by Gage Sutherland, and he gets that puck out. And RHA has to regroup in their own zone. Kettles tries to throw that up, but Chakous gets a stick on it. Chakous now. Nice play by Chakous. Unable to get to it in time. And a hit attempt there by Tatuni on guard. The 2 sevens collide there. Bear now was able to get the first goal of the game last Wednesday. Jones leaves that. Here's Guard behind the net. Guard tries to get that up for Bear, and a chance. A point-blank opportunity there for Bear. He just barely put it wide. That puck is moved along the boards. Here's Guard. Guard now throws that over on a good pass attempt, but Bear wasn't ready for it. Wasn't quite able to get the shot off, but here's Jones. Jones throws it in front. It ends up on Collins' stick. Collins shoots, and a good blocker saved by Keaton Reed. Some excellent saves early here for Keaton Reed with 13:35 left in the first period. Score is 0-0, and RHA leads in the shot category 7-3. Face off to the left of Keane Reed. Bo Murray is there to take the draw against Girodo. A puck is won by Bo Murray. Here's May. That puck is chipped along the boards by Ross. Turner. It's a big battle. 3 players behind the net. 4, I mean. Girodo gives it for Turner. A blast by Ponce, but he fans on it, and Kelly's going to take that and go for a skate. Kelly tries to get that up for Chartrand, but is unable to, and Turner gets that puck. May throws it along the boards, but it's going to be received by Dolinsky with the forecheck of Kelly, unable to get that. Play is still offside, I believe. And here's RHA as they look to break out. Turner fires that up, tries to get it to Ross, but it hits off the stick of Sawatsky. Girodo fires that, hits off the stick of Maine, goes flying up and out of play. Quite a few of those so far in this game. Pucks going up and out of play shows the teams are a little chippy today, and who doesn't like a little good M&M on to warm you up for a hockey game? But Kettles a shot and hits off Babalansky. Now Tatuni behind his own net. Bear over for Kettles. Kettles receives that. He fires it through a screen, and goes right into the chest, to the logo, actually, of Keane Reed. A good stop there. A routine stop for Keane Reed. And well, these kind of plays, Keane Reed has just got it locked down. It seems like even in these games where though the skill might be outmatched a little bit for Piot Mound. It always seems like Keane Reid has always got his head in the game, and no matter how many goals go in, he's still going to move on to that next save, and he's been a great goalie throughout this year and definitely has the potential to go somewhere with his good abilities in the net. Thompson with a drop pass. Another drop pass, this time from Bear back to Thompson. Oh, what a move by Thompson. He toe dragged that through the slot, but shoots it right into the logo of Keane Reid, and Keane Reid covers it up. 11:59 to go in the first. Both teams have a little bit of pep in their step. It definitely does seem like both teams have come out a little bit faster than they have in the last two matchups. Looks like Piot Mound has played a lot better, matching up a lot better this Wednesday against RHA. It seems like a lot more defensive reliability. We are only 9 minutes into the game, but they definitely have shown a lot of improvement so far in this first period, and puck is stopped by Keane Reid again. And I just thought I'd inform you guys, we got a pretty big weekend here at ASTV. This weekend, from the 25th to 27th, we will be covering the Manitoba swimming provincials in Winnipeg at the Pan Am Pool. So stay tuned for that on the network as we'll be covering that. But Big Heady is going to backhand that along the board. It's going to be Bobo and Schneiderat now. Back for Collins. Collins fires it and is blocked aside by Keane Reid. Stinton's just going to backhand that back below the goal line, and Sutherland's going to try to get that up the boards, but is unable to find Kelly. Schneiderat gets it over for Collins. Collins a shot through traffic. It hits off something and goes wide. Green hits that off the boards for Blues. Now Green, and it is stolen. Kelly tries to make a move around Schneiderat, but is unable to. And here's May. Kelly, and a nice move by Jones at the line. He somehow was able to keep a hold of it, and here's Bear. Bear loses that puck, but it still goes to guard in front. Guard back for Jones, and a great save by Keane Reid. What a save for him to keep this a scoreless game. Save of the game so far. Jones almost had a wide open cage up top, and Keane Reid was just able to slide across and get to that puck first. Save of the game so far. So it is Chakous and Jones at the draw. RHA picks it up. Here's guard. Jones now chips that along the boards. Piot Mound looking to break out. And is hit out by, I believe that was Thompson. And we have an icing call on the play against the Buffaloes. Past few minutes, though, the Buffaloes have been struggling to get the puck out of their zone, although they did have a very fiery, fast start to this game, getting a few shots early, but looking to try and find that speed that they had earlier on in this period, around five or so minutes into the game, and a little bit stagnant over the past 5 minutes, but look to them to get back as this period does come along. Delinsky gets that at the point. He just throws that back along the boards. RHA now. Ponce over for Delinsky. Nice play by Delinsky to protect that puck. He's just going to rim it around the boards, but it does go right to Tatuni. Tatuni tries to make a move. That backfires, and here's Jones in front. He's just barely defended by, I can't tell who that was, but here comes Thompson. He forces Ponce, but Ponce almost knocks the puck past Ponce, but Ponce with the great awareness to keep that puck on his stick. Jones tries to get that up to, I believe that was Delinsky, but was unable to. And now Bear up for Ponce. Ponce is going to dump that puck in. It is going to be Sawatsky that receives it. He gives it back for, I believe that was Sutherland. Turner. Unable to find anyone with that pass. Comes back for Delinsky. Delinsky has it. He's going to circle up. Give it to his partner in Kettles. Kettles gives it up for Turner. Turner puts it between the legs of Sawatsky. Little battle just beyond the blue line, and the puck is eventually dumped in by RHA. Stinton with a physical play there on Sutherland. Some good forechecking here in the later stages of this third period by RHA. Now Ross gives it for Stinton. Stinton now protects that puck. Almost could have drawn a penalty there. Stinton. Great puck protection by Stinton on this shift. Still has the puck. He fires it through, and Thompson was there, but the puck was a little too high for him to receive it. Ross now up for Turner. Turner is defended well against Sutherland. Turner moves it up for Kettles. Kettles now tries to fire that through. I believe that was Perrier. Was unable to, and that puck hits off his pad and goes back into RHA zone. But Stinton's going to get a chance here. And it is stopped by Keane Reed. Keane Reed with 15 saves. It might change to 16. I may have caught that a little too early, but so far on the board, it does say he has 15 saves, so 0 goals so far. So he has been on it tonight and really showing everyone, making the league turn their eyes towards him. He's been excellent over the past few weeks, despite them not getting the wins they would have liked. Here's Kelly. He chips that puck in. Chartrand goes in after Collins. Murray with a hit. I could not see who that was, but here comes Belouse with some speed. Nice move around the defender. Belouse barely gets it. He can't receive it, and the puck almost went under Keane Reed, but he is able to make that save. With 7:51 left in the first period. Shots are 16-3 for RHA, and the score is 0-0. Chornley now is going to be at the draw with Hansel Chakous. And Chornley's going to be waved out, and Chiroto's going to take his spot. Chiroto actually won that one. Not a normal center, but he was able to sort of get the bat on that, to get the upper hand on that draw. And Chakous is going to rim that back, and Sutherland can't catch it, and it's going to be Belouse that's first on the puck. Collins now for RHA, just chips that off the boards. Hits off something, unable to get around. Chakous now tries to chip that past, and a little bit frustrated with that, but puck does eventually get out. Cam Karen tried to take that off Ponce's stick, but here's a shot for Chiroto. A funny little shot. Almost looked like it could have went in far side, low far side, but alas, that didn't happen. Here's Piot Mound trying to break out of their own zone. Haven't really been too successful at that over the past few minutes. Chornley gets that back for Ponce. Ponce fires it on the ice. The puck is loose. It's in front, and there's a shot. It hits off the outside of the post. Green unable to bury that one as Piot Mound looks to break out. Can't really see who that was, but here comes Dolinsky for Kettles. Kettles in. He fires it on the ice. There's a shot and a good kick save. Good extension there by Keane Reed to be able just barely to make that save. Dolinsky over for Ponce. Ponce fires it on the ice again. More rebounds. Green unable to bury that. Green been snake biting a little bit on this shift. Here's RHA. Stinton back for Dolinsky. Dolinsky over for Ponce. Ponce is going to get another shot. This time he puts it up and scores a shot off the post. We have our first of the game. His third, I believe it was his fourth try on that shift from a shot from the same spot. On the fourth time when he puts it off the ice, he's able to bury it, and it is Ponce with the first goal of the game for RHA. 6:20 left in the first. Shots are also 23-3. Great early start for the Buffaloes, but they were unable to capitalize on it and have kind of been a little bit slower in this second half of this first period, and RHA took advantage on that one and was able to get a nice goal from right outside the slot. But here's Thompson for Kettles. Kettles tries to send that to guard, but Kelly picks that off. What a great play by Kelly. Murray with a nice toe drag. Battle along the boards. Can't see who that is. Kelly is going to throw that along the boards. Sorry for you guys at home if that wasn't our blind spot. Cannot tell, though. But here comes Bear. Bear with a nice move through the legs. Now guard has it. Off the funny bounce. Off a Piot Mound player, but that puck is going to be stopped up by Keane Reed, and we will have another whistle. Looks like we will have Bear and Sawatsky for the draw. Bear, of course, for RHA and Sawatsky for Piot Mound. Bear wins that one clean back to Thompson. Thompson tries to give that to, I believe, That was number 13 in Graham Jones. Kettles now fires that through, finds a stick after they missed the net. Was a stick on the ice behind the net. I think it was Jones, too, who had that. But Jones now with it on the blue line. He gives it for Kettles. Kettles fires it through a screen, and a nice tip by Bear. An unbelievable tip in the slot by Bear. No chance for Keane Reed, and just like that, RHA is up 2-0. Unbelievable tip by Bear. Even better shot, though, by Kettles to bring that puck into an area with a lot of traffic. He shoots that through and through a massive screen, and it's Bear who tips that up and over, and not really anything you can do on that goal if you're Keane Reed. So just a great goal and great hand-eye coordination from Bear on that play. Thompson gives it back for his defender in Big Hetty, I believe that was. Never mind, sorry. That was number 14 in Niall Schaefer. But Thompson now working the puck below the goal line. He is checked by, I believe, Wambolt. Wambolt gives him a little bit of a slash there. And he does it again a few times on that play where maybe Piot Mound could have gotten a penalty, but refs are just going to let these guys go. You always love to see the game get with a little bit of chippiness factor, but you don't want it to get too overboard to the point where players aren't really playing and they're just going in to make those chippy, gritty plays. Sutherland now with it behind his own net. Schaefer tries to throw that up for Wambolt. It hits off his stick, but Wambolt's going to be racing Kettles, but it looks like Kettles is going to beat him to that puck. Kettles gets it up for Turner. Turner's now going to skate that past the red line. He gives it for Belus. It hits off his stick and goes into the corner. Guard with a hit on May. Belus now. Girodo tries to hit that off the boards, but it gets off the back of the leg of Bo Murray. Guard fires that. It's a quick shot. That misses the net wide. Scheiderat gets that puck poked away from him by Adam Kelly. A few great plays by Adam Kelly. He circles up. Going to try to get that puck through, but is unable to get a handle on it, and he does draw a penalty on that play. Great play there by Adam Kelly to draw that penalty. And Belus is going to be going to the box, and we talked about Adam Kelly lots previous, and I talked about him a little bit in the pregame show. Just been so impressed with how he's been able to come along and how he's progressed so far this season. Puck comes back for Liam Tatuni on the point. He fires that, hits off of Chartrand's stick, and it goes way up and over the net, now to play. 3:32 left in the first. 2-0 the score is for RHA, and the shots are also 26-4 for RHA. It will be Murray and Guard at the draw. Murray wins that one. Murray has it. Tries to get that around defender Collins. Collins working him in the corner. And it's going to be Chartrand with it. He gets it for Sutherland. Sutherland gets it back for Chartrand. Chartrand trips it through the legs of Thompson. A shot in front for Murray. He scores. No chance for Cotillier on that one as Bo Murray gets it right at the side of the net, virtually an empty net. And Bo Murray, one of the players we talked about in the pregame show, or I talked about in the pregame show, is going to be one of those guys that always leads in the offensive category, and he does there as he gets the first goal of the game for the Buffaloes with 3:09 left. Of course, they have just cut the lead in half. The score is now 2-1. And a great way for the Buffaloes to get some momentum, and it's a power play goal too, nonetheless. Power play has looked a lot better for the Buffaloes in these games, and hard work does pay off for the Buffaloes as they are able to get a power play goal. That puck was hit with a high stick. But here comes RHA now. I believe it is Green. Green gets it for Stinton. Stinton fires, and it's stopped by Keane Reed. Good backhand there by Stinton, but he's unable to beat the Keane Reed, who's been very strong so far. Almost 30 saves in this first period, which is absolutely crazy. 28 shots on goal for RHA. The second half of this first period has definitely been going way more in their favor than Piot Mound, although Piot Mound was able to get the tying goal, and hopefully for Piot Mound that can generate some momentum for them. With some heavy hits along the boards. And here is Green. He tries to shoot it from a sharp angle. Unable to bury that. And a physical play there. But it is turned over at the line by Ponce. Ponce fires it and it hits off someone and goes up and out of play. Bo Murray and Bear to the draw. Puck is poked ahead by Bear. There's guard behind the net. Bielinski. Bear tries to sneak that through Chartrand, but Chartrand blocks that up at the line. Now Dolinsky over for Ponce. Ponce off the boards and up for number 13 in Jones. Jones tries to get that all the way over for guard, but is unable to, and it is turned over by Piot Mound. Chartrand chases Ponce as Ponce goes to receive, but there will be an icing on the play again. And the puck will go back down to the Buffalo zone. It will be Chornley at the draw against Sawatsky. Thompson tries to bat that in, but Ross is the one who eventually gets it deep. Sawatsky backhands that for Big Heady. That puck is taken by Chornley. Chornley gets it up for Kettles, and Kettles now fires it from the line. It's off a pad of Keen Reed, and it goes wide. Thompson for Chornley. Chornley with the one-timer from the blue line. Doesn't get much on it, and it goes wide. Big Heady picks that up behind the net. He's going to try to rim it around, and Big Heady gets hit down hard by Turner. Big Heady with the big size advantage on Turner, but Turner definitely caught him off guard with that hit. Thompson. Big Heady. Sutherland. Sawatsky now. Kind of gets tripped up a little bit there. That puck comes back for Kettles. It hits off his stick and goes up and out of, not up and out of play, goes out of the zone. Chornley backhands that. Tried to get it for Turner. Eventually goes to Ross, and there will be a penalty there, I believe, for interference on the Buffaloes. And it looks like RHA is going to get their first look on the power play. And it is Liam Chartrand who did get the penalty. And this is a big opportunity for RHA to get a lead going into the second period, get a lot of momentum for them going into the first intermission, which would be big. But Piot Mound gets a good clear right there. Great play by May to be able to get to that puck first and just chip it down or knock it down to the other end. But here comes guard. He comes down that side, and here it goes for Jones. Graham Jones now walks in. Nice move by Jones to get around the defender. Jones up for guard as they look to get set up here in the offensive zone. Here's a chance. Greed tries to slide through the middle. Almost gets to, I believe that is number 13 in Graham Jones's stick. Guard now for Kettles. Hits off the stick of Murray. Now Murray, and the puck is cleared, and the first period of this game is now over. We are going to head to the first intermission. Score is 2-1 for RHA with 1:17 left in the power play for them. When they do come back in the second period, they also lead in the shots 29-5, although that might change. So we'll get back to you at the start of next period in case those shots do change. But overall, a good period, a really good period for RHA as they were able to dominate the play for majority of that period. Although earlier on in that period, definitely did look like both teams had come out really hard, and Piot Mound had an excellent start to that game. But as the minutes in that period wore on, it kind of looked like they kind of lost an edge a bit. Then they got a chance on the power play and were able to cut the lead in half. And now we are going down into the second period, 2-1 for RHA. An excellent period regardless, but this has been Seth Rock, your play-by-play commentator for the first period of this game, and we will be back shortly after this commercial.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
Welcome to Piot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Piot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena between for some U15 male prep hockey action between the Winnipeg's RHA Rink Hockey Academy and Piot Mound Buffaloes, the U15 version, of course. So the game is 2-1 for RHA, and they also lead in the shot category 29-5. So the shots haven't changed since the last period, and Piot Mound looking to come out a little bit stronger. Although they will be shorthanded for 1 minute and 17 seconds, they were able to cut the lead in half on their own power play at the end of last period and really show that they still have some fight in them. They are currently right behind me getting ready to get on the ice. We are on the upper level, and rooms are up, of course, on this upper level too, so they're just looking to get back down on the ice and join Rink Hockey Academy out there and start off this penalty kill the way they want to, and obviously the most ideal version for them to get this penalty or to draw some of the time off this penalty is to win that face-off, hold on to the puck, and then fire it down once you get forced into doing so. Would be the strategy, I think, but we'll see what happens when the linesman drops this puck for the beginning of the second period. And of course, RHA looking to extend their lead on this power play. No better opportune time to do so. So looks like goaltender Keane Reed is just going to be skating to his net, and Bo Murray gets out there as well as we are getting ready to drop that puck. Just waiting on Gage Sutherland to get back there, but welcome back everybody to the second period. Here we go. Puck is won by RHA, and Collins is just going to dump that puck in. Delinsky receives that, and it is offside. Offside already this early. I guess the players didn't know it because it looked like the whole team had entered the zone on that play, but weren't able to see the ref or the linesman signal for the offside. Some classical music to get the players ready for this second period, but puck is knocked down by the Buffaloes into the Rink Hockey Academies in the zone. Here comes RHA. It is Bobo. He has it. He carries that puck in. He's going to work that back for Stinton. Stinton gets it back up for Collins. Collins now moves it along the line. Gives it for Delinsky. Delinsky fires that through, tries to get it to Stinton in the slot, but is unable to. And it is turned over by Sutherland, and he dumps it down. Cotillier behind his own net. Leaves that for one of his defenders. Here comes RHA. Chornley through the legs of, I believe that was Chakuz. And we will have a offside call here against the Buffaloes. Sorry, my bad. Against RHA, as I keep thinking the teams are still on the sides that they were on in the first period. A little bit of confusion on my end, but here we go. Loose. The puck is unable to win. The puck kind of just bounces up and away from the two centermen. Puck is kept in by Ponce. Ponce has it. He throws it over for Ross. Ross fires that, but it hits off the stick of, I believe that is Hansel Chakuz. Ross for Belouse. Ross now. There's a big heavy hit along the boards by Chartrand. That puck is just barely clipped and is unable to get out. Big Head, he tried to knock that puck up, was unable to, but now is Tatuni behind his own net. Whiffed on it a few times trying to get that along the boards. Puck battle is won by RHA. They get the puck out to the slot, but Belouse is unable to get his good stick on it, and that puck is dumped all the way down. Good play by Cotillier. What a play, a 3-on-0 off a bad change, but comes back is Schaefer, and Keane Reed with two big saves. Buffalo's got to watch that change. Great play by Cotillier to realize that bad change by the Buffaloes, and for him to knock that puck up to one of his wingers. Great play by goaltender on that one. Here comes the Buffaloes. Here's Perrier. In, he fires it, and it's shot, and it's bobbled by Cotillier. The puck is still loose. It's just barely knocked out, but here's Schaefer. He fans on it. And here comes Graham Jones. Off the great play by Jones. In and scores. What a beauty by Jones. Goes to the backhand and fires that top shelf. And unfortunate play there by Schaefer as that puck kind of just bobbles off his stick at the line. And Jones takes full advantage of that and extends the lead to 3-1. 17-19 left in the second. 32-7 other shots for RHA. Murray and Bibo. That draw is won by Murray. Big heading now. Off the boards, it's up for Thompson. Thompson keeps that puck in. Good play by Thompson. Kelly. It's that for May. May's rubbed the lope by Chiroto. Murray. Thompson. Just going to knock that puck off the boards, and it's going to go back deep into the Buffalo zone. There's Murray behind the net. It hits off the stick of Kelly, and look at Kelly go. He has the legs on him right now, and he's going to win that race. A little bit of confusion on that play by the RHA. There's Murray. Kettles tries to go for the massive hit, and that puck is shot way out of play. And we will have a whistle just outside. Or no, it will be in the RHA zone. It must have been an RHA player that did shoot it out. I wasn't able to catch it. Chakous knocks that puck off to the side, off the draw. And it is received by Dolinsky. Here comes Ponce. Off the boards, up for Turner. Turner gets it for Chornley. And that puck, that is also offside, that play. And it will come just outside of the Buffalo zone. But it looks like the scoreboard kind of shut off. I believe that is just the time up there. And there's nothing on the scoreboard, so we can't provide. And there they go. They get everything reset there. Just waiting. The refs is checking in on the timekeepers to see if everything is okay in there as we wait. Looks like we will get back to play here. Chornley and Chakous. That puck is won by Chornley. Stinton brings that puck in to the offensive zone. There will be a penalty on Tatuni here for hooking. You did get the stick caught up in the equipment of Stinton. It was a good catch by the ref to be able to call that. We will have another power play for RHA. Buffaloes want to stay in this game. They definitely got to hold the lead. Definitely got to kill this power play off, or this penalty kill. They definitely got to get the kill here, because going down 4-1 at this stage of the game is not the most opportune thing for this Buffaloes team. This draw will be between number 13 and Jones and Murray, and that was won by Jones. Kettles. Back up for Kettles. Guard for Kettles. They play catch up. Good play there by Guard to be able to keep the puck in, and May almost gets that puck out. And it's kept in by Guard again, and here's Jones now. Jones circles. He gets it right in front for Bear. And just not a very good defensive zone coverage there by the Buffaloes. Left the guy wide open in front of the goal, and no chance for a keen read on that one. Defensive structure on that penalty kill was not the greatest for the Buffaloes, and RHA takes advantage of it, and they are up 4-1 now. It will be Sawatsky and Girodo on the draw. Thompson. Kettles. That puck is backhanded into the Buffalo zone. Sutherland over for Schaefer. Schaefer gets that up for Perrier, but he's unable to settle it. But the puck is going to be dumped back down into the zone by Kettles. Sutherland for Schaefer. Perrier tries to get that for Sawatsky, and that puck is turned over again. Here's Chirotto. That puck is shot up and out of play. 14:57 left in the second. Scores 4-1 for RHA, and they also lead in the shots 34-7. Face-off will be to the right of Keane Reed. It is Murray, and I believe is Bebeau. That puck is again shot up and out of play. It's happened a lot of times already in this game. Pucks just have bouncing funny up and out of play, and it's happened multiple times in this game. A lot more than it regularly happens, but definitely an interesting thing to see. But here are the Buffaloes. Puck is turned over again by RHA. And now Kettles comes with it. He enters the zone. Gets rubbed out along by the boards by Bo Murray. Kettles gets that puck up for Turner. Turner throws it over for Thompson. Thompson shoots through a screen, and a great tip by Bebeau. It's another tip goal for RHA, and Keane Reed just didn't stand a chance on that one either. The puck kind of found the stick of Bebeau in the slot, and that gets tipped through Keane Reed. Keane Reed almost able to close it off in time, but unable to time it right, and just not really any chance for him on that one. As the score is now 5-1 with 14:30 left in the second. Jones leaves that back for one of his defender, and Garden gets it up for Chornley. Over for Jones. Guard. Move it nicely. That's what they've done so well in these power plays is, well, not power play anymore, but what they have done so well in the power plays, just being able to move it and use their speed and just create a lot of openings. And it's really, Buffaloes have really struggled to contain the power play of this RHA team over the past 2 weeks. Here comes Wambolt. He dumps that puck in, and it's off the glass. Thompson just going to dump that in. Wambolt tries to push that up for Sutherland, but Sutherland already committed to skating backwards on the play, so RHA is going to now work with it in their own zone. Guard throws it all the way down, and it will be an ice. Puck will come back down to the right of Cotillier, and we will have a draw in the offensive zone for the Buffaloes. Murray wins that back for Schaefer. Now Schaefer throws it over for partner May. May holds that in the line. Good pinch by him. But on the second attempt, RHA is able to get out of the zone. May's just going to throw that puck down. And the ref rules no ice. Must have hit a player on the way through. Tolinski over for, I believe that was Ponce. Ponce shoots it up. Now Schaefer with it. It's stolen by Green. Green fires it. Goes just over the net and over top of Keane Reed. Turner now protects that puck along the boards, and it's poked up by May. Nice stick there. Nice active stick by number 9, Liam Chartrand. But it is RHA who ends up with the puck again. Here's Dolinski. And a big hit by Chartrand. Me and Graham talked about it a lot on the weekend. Another big hit against Chartrand this time. But a big thing me and Graham mentioned on the weekend when this Pilot Mound team was facing Northern Alberta Extreme was we wanted to see more of the physicality for the Buffaloes shine through in these games. And a play like that by Liam Chartrand definitely can help gather a little bit of momentum and help the boys rolling. They just need to see more of that physical play, I believe. Now here's Dolinski. Dolinski fires that through a long shot. Went just wide of the net, but here's Ponce behind the net. Tries to get that in front for one of the forwards in front of the net. Ponce now with it again. Ponce cuts through, cuts to the middle. Unable to get a shot on net. Puck is picked up by Bobo. Bobo over for Ponce. Ponce fires it through, a shot off the pad. Rebound comes out. Bobo unable to. Safe play there by Perrier. Almost could have gotten a penalty if he would have held on to his stick for a little longer, but he lets go of it immediately once it gets tangled in the other player's equipment. And good play there by him. Good awareness to be able to drop that stick in just in the nick of time before he gets a penalty. But here's Dolinsky on the blue line. Stick handles. Murray chips that around, and here's May. Behind his net, gets checked by Chiroto. Chiroto kind of gets nudged by Murray. Relentless forecheck here by RHA. It's Kettles with it now. He throws it up along the boards. And I believe that is Thompson, who just barely carries that into the zone. What a spin move by Thompson. He waits and fires. That goes wide. Another battle along the boards. Maybe in a blind spot. Can't quite tell, though. Kettles now. Gets it off the boards, and here's Murray. Murray just sends that all the way down. And Cotillier elects just to keep play rolling, as I believe it would have been a nice on the play, but he decided to pick that up. And there's a chance. I believe that puck was in. Yeah, what a shot. And just another defensive zone breakdown for the Buffaloes that you just don't want to see. Struggled with a few times there. You see Chakous going back to his goaltender. Apologizing a little bit on that one, but yeah, just the defensive breakdown you don't really want to see from the Buffaloes at this point in the game, and left almost 4 players for RHA deep into the offensive zone. And no chance for Keane Reed once again. 10-13 left in the second. A little bit of struggling there with the linesman. Didn't like the way these players had their sticks lined up at the draw. Here comes Jones with a lot of speed. Look at him go down the wing. He throws it up for Thompson, and it hits off a skate. I believe that was Kem Karen who got or kicked it out. And now Kettles with it. He tries to fire it through, and it's another stop by Keane Reed. Now Thompson with it, over stick handles it, and that puck goes out of the zone. Thompson backhands it back into the offensive zone for RHA. It's going to be Stinton who picks it up first. Stinton now skates with it. He leaves it for Thompson. A little bit of a scary play there. Oh, and Thompson tried to find Belouse on that play. It would have been a great pass, but a better defensive play. But I believe it was Chakous. No, Tatuni now. Offside for RHA. Tatuni now. Skates that pass. He gets that puck deep. Good play there by Liam Tatuni. Thompson now. Tatuni tries to forecheck that, but is unable to find success. And here comes RHA again. Kettles a shot, and that puck was going to go way wide. Looked at his stick for a second to check if it was broken. Don't believe it is. They have just fanned on that one, but here is Turner. He gets it up for Kettles. Sorry, that was Jones who got it up for Kettles. Bear leaves it for Chornley. Chornley tries to throw it to the middle, but Bear with a great toe drag. But a good defensive play there by Piot Mound to get their stick in the way of that shot. Chornley throws that puck. A great pass for guard, but a good defensive play there by Big Heady. Puck is dumped back into the offensive zone. Collins. Schneiderette just dumps that back in. Chornley. He has it, he moves it, he goes up past the hash mark. He gets it, a great pass. Kind of bobbled on his stick, but a great vision on that play by Chornley to send that puck to number 28 and Schneider but Schneider unable to get it settled on a stick in time and gets a shot off at the last second, but at that point it was already too late for him as Keane Reid had seen that puck all the way. Bo Murray, I believe that is Bobo at the draw. Oh, great play by Chartrand. Off the tie-up. Chartrand just gets that deep into the offensive zone for the Buffaloes. May can't keep that puck in, and Green is going to be chasing it, but it's going to be picked up by Sutherland first. Sutherland gets that for May. And the forecheck again, just relentless. It's almost like Pilot Mound doesn't even have a chance to break this puck out of their own zone, but here comes Chartrand. Kelly. And here comes Green. Murray now. Backhand set up along the boards, but the puck is going to be, dump in attempt, but it is missed. And here comes Tyler Wambold. He fires it through Collins and is able to get a shot on net, but it's blockered aside by number 30 in Brandon Cotillier. Puck comes back, and Chakous now intercepts that. Nice play there. Couldn't tell who that was. I believe it was Bobo there to check the winger off the puck, and Dolinsky was able to get a shot off that play, but good stop by Keane Reid. Of course, 6:47 left in the second period, 6-1 for RHA. The shots are also 46-9 in the second period. Ponce unable to get that puck deep. Here's Chiroto. Wambold. Ross now has it at the red line. He gets it over for Ponce. Ponce just going to try to skate past the red line and dump it in. Tatuni now picks it up in his own zone. Gets it over for Big Heady. Big Heady cannot receive that cleanly. Ponce. Now Jones. Jones carries it. Still has it. He skates it in tight. He tries to put that 5-hole or generate a rebound, but is unable to get that out for any of his teammates. Here's Dolinsky now with it at the blue line. Gives it back for, I believe, that is Jones. Now Dolinsky at the blue line again. He's being forced by two Pilot Mound Buffaloes players, Chakous and Wambold. Ross now is being forechecked by Chakous and Tatuni. Ponce just barely keeps that puck in, but Wambold is able to knock it out with his skate, and he just elects to get the change in after the puck gets deep. Now Ross, here's a chance. That's gloved by Keane Reid. Multiple opportunities like that. RHA's took advantage of Pilot Mound's line changes as few times when they've been able to, when the Buffaloes have just tried to chip the puck and get it deep and then change. They've been caught off guard by how fast RHA is with the puck and how fast they're able to make decisions and get that puck down to the offensive zone. And Buffaloes have been caught a few times while changing. But here's Sawatsky. Is it for May? May looks to regroup in his own zone. Perrier gets that puck stolen from him by Stinton, but Perrier picks that puck up again. Thompson now fires it through, but it's blocked by the skate of May. May tries to get that for Tatuni, that is Sutherland, but it's picked off by Guard. Guard now. Guard just tries to throw that at the net, and I believe it hit the pad of Keane Reid. Puck is shot through. Oh, it's passed over to Stinton. Stinton. Over for Guard. Guard tries to put that short side high, but is unable to bury it. It is stopped by Keane Reid. Malus gets it up. Guard a chance in the slot. Another save by Keane Reid. Sutherland throws that up off the boards. And Kettles is going to take it in his own zone. Long pass for Guard. Lands. And Guard gets to Stinton, who just carries it back into the offensive zone. For Malus. He throws that over for Thompson. Kettles now. Gets it for Guard. Guard continues to hold it, and I think Pilot Mound has a penalty now. As Stinton gets it back for Kettles. Kettles over for Guard. Guard tries to put a power move in towards the net, but that puck is touched up by the Buffaloes with 3:55 remaining in the second period. And we already have a 50-shot performance by RHA, and it's only with 3:55 left in the second. And Keane Reed already with 44 saves in the game. And it's not even the third period yet. Just an all-out, all-star performance for him so far in this game. And once again, if you're Keane Reed, you don't want to hang your head. You want to keep it up high with how well he's been performing in these games. He's just been making highlight reel save after highlight reel save as far as just keeping his team in the game. And it is going to be Ponce now. Ponce at the blue line. Gets that in for Ross. Ross now back up for Ponce at the blue line. That puck is kind of doesn't quite go out. It was close. Here's Schneider has it in around the circle. Turner throws that over for Ponce. Ponce now nice stick handling move. Turner now protects that puck. He gives it for Ponce. Ponce now over for Ross. Ross, nice move. There, Turner tries to one-time it in the slot, but unable to get that puck on net. Just barely goes wide. Here's Schneider now. That puck is outside, and Ponce accidentally brings that puck back in and tries to sneak it back out to make a play, but the refs caught that, and we have an offside with exactly 3 minutes left in the second period. Still 1:05 left on the Chartrand penalty. As it will be Chornley with that win off the draw. Now Thompson. Thompson now skates that puck in. Gives it for Bebeau. Back for Thompson. Thompson's going to move it along the blue line. Gives that back for Bebeau. Now for Stinton. Stinton has it. Moving along the circle. He goes to the high blue line. Thompson now has it back at the blue line. He rips it, and it hits off the blocker of Reed. Stinton now for Bebeau. Back for Stinton. That's behind the net for Chornley. Chornley sauces that back for Stinton. Stinton up for Thompson. Thompson tries to fake that shot. Great play, defensive play there by Chakuse. He read that all the way as he finally is able to get that puck cleared. And another not so good change by Piot Mound, but Murray makes it back in time to sort of alleviate that. And Murray going to get that puck up for Chartrand right out of the box. Here's Chartrand, a chance. He shoots off the post. Unable to bury it there. Buffalo's best chance in the period rings right off the post. I believe it may have hit off the goaltender maybe on that play as well, but great look there for Chartrand out of the box. We did get an ice, so the puck will go back down to the offensive zone for the Buffaloes. It will be Bo Murray and Bear. Murray and Bear with the draw. Is won by Murray for Babalansky. Tries to throw that through, but is blocked by Bear. Kelly, good forecheck in behind the net. Now he ends up with the puck. Still has it. Just at the line. He keeps that puck in. A great play there by Adam Kelly, just with the wherewithal to keep that puck in the offensive zone. But RHA just gets that puck up and they break out again, and Kelly has it in his own zone now. Nice stick handling there by Kelly. Just barely gets it on the line, but it is intercepted by Dolinsky. And we got a kneeing penalty. I believe it's on Graham Jones. Yes, it is. Ref caught that. I did see the collision. I didn't get to see all of it, though, so I didn't know if it was a full-on knee, and it looks like it is, as we do have a 2-minute penalty and a power play for the Buffaloes, where if they can get a goal right here before the period, that could be a big momentum boost for them. 1:08 left in the period. Is Graham Jones, who is in the box for RHA. It's going to be Tutuni, who keeps that in. He fires it on the ice, and a cross check. Could have almost been another penalty on the play there for RHA, but no call. Sutherland tries to get that up for, I believe it was Chakuse, but it hits off Sawatsky. Chakuse loses his stick on the bench, and now here's RHA in the offensive zone. Guard now. Great play by guard, just wearing the clock down. You got an opportunity to do so, just protect that puck for as long as you can, then dump it down. And great play there by guard to waste a little bit of time off the clock. Sawatsky unable to cradle that pass, but he is able to knock that puck in the zone off of Kettle's stick. Guard tries to kick that out with his skate, but it goes right to Wambolt. Wambolt gets it to Tatuni. For now, it is Chakuse behind the net red line. Tatuni with a one-timer, and that puck fans and went right to Sutherland, but that period expires with 52 seconds remaining on the RHA penalty. The score is 6-1 for RHA. They also lead in the shots 52-11. Those might change. Those shot totals might change during the second intermission, and we will bring them the real shot totals if they do change back at the beginning of the third. But another period where it just looked like RHA's speed was overwhelming the Buffaloes, and the Buffaloes weren't able to get too many offensive opportunities. Chartrand did get a chance right at the end of the period there, but he rang it off the post, and it was the best chance for the Buffaloes in that period. But we are going to go to a quick commercial break. This is Seth Ruck signing off for the second period, and we will be back for the third period when we come back.
Making the world a better place is always a work in progress, because our idea of success is not an endpoint. It's a new milestone from which we can move forward. As industries rise and new technologies take shape, we're committed to keeping pace, to ensuring our innovations are shared and our journeys celebrated, even as we set our sights on where to go next. This is how we live, how we learn, how we grow. Red River College, what we're doing is working.
The town of Stonewall is a great place to call home. Located just 25 kilometers north of Winnipeg, we offer our residents an abundance of services and amenities, from quality schools to a hospital with a fully functioning emergency room to great seniors housing. Our recreational facilities are second to none. The Veterans Memorial Sports Complex, the Heritage Arts Centre, Fines Field at Quarry Park, our paved walking paths, nature trails, and our jewel, Kinsman Lake. Stonewall has a strong base of businesses full of dedicated community-minded entrepreneurs that include a full range of retail and personal service businesses. Our industrial park has grown significantly in recent years, demonstrating the robust economy of our community and surrounding area. The quality of life experienced by our residents rivals any other community, which is why Stonewall is a great place to call home.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Piot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be.
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena for the third period action between the U15 male prep Piot Mound Buffaloes and the Winnipeg's RHA team. And obviously RHA is leading in the score 6-1. They also have 52 seconds left shorthanded. Buffaloes will have a chance here to get something going on the power play early on here in this third period, and we'll see what they can do with it. But here we go. Sutherland behind the net, tries to pass it up for May, but fans on the pass and it goes right to Chiroto. But Buffaloes end up with it again. I believe it's Wambolt with the puck now. No, that is Bo Murray. That puck is picked by Chartrand. Chartrand gets to May. May now skates it outside the blue line, and that puck is turned away by Turner, but it goes right to Bo Murray. Now Chartrand dumps that puck in, and they're going to give chase. Adam Kelly really hard into the zone. And that puck is backhanded out of the zone by Turner. Sutherland is closed out along the boards. Dolinsky is going to throw that out. May takes that at the line. He fires it through traffic, tries to go 5-hole or look for a stick, but is unable to beat number 30 in Brant Cotillier. Here comes Dolinsky. He has Green with him. Dolinsky fires it through, and it's kicked aside by Reed. A chance wide open in front of the net. They cannot bury it. It's sticked away, and Keane Reed was facing his own goal. His back was towards the play, but the puck never ended up in the back of the net. And it comes out loose in front again, and it's stopped by Keane Reed. Keane Reed has to stay sharp a few times here early on in this period, but was able to maintain his composure and covers that puck up. Stinton and Sawatsky at the draw. Puck is inevitably taken off the draw by RHA. Here's Kettles now at the line. Green now. Fires that puck up and out of bounds. I believe it hit off someone as it was heading towards the net. That puck hit the mesh, and refs rule that a stoppage of play, and we will have a face-off to the right of Keane Reed. Below with a great steal in front of the net, and he was unable to bury that. It was a good save by Keane Reed. Jornley for Kettles. Kettles now gets it for Ballou behind the net. Tries to send it in front of the puck, just went across the crease. No one home there for RHA. Kettles for Ross. Ross tries to throw that down for Jornley, but is unable to get to him, and it was stolen by Tatuni. But Kettles again finds Thompson. Thompson now skates that puck, and he hands it back for Ballou. Ballou throws it towards the net, but it is stolen by Sutherland, and Sutherland now will skate it up. So he gives it for Thompson. Jack Thompson is knocked down by Kettles. Big hit there by Kettles. And here comes Thompson. He goes right around number 10 in Joseph Babalansky. Wambolt now. He leaves that for Sutherland. Sutherland misses that pass off the mark, and the pass is off the mark, and here's Bear. Tries to... Jones. What a pass for Collins, and a great save there by Keane Reed, and another great save by Keane Reed. Two great saves in a row for Reed. One was off the mask. Collins now. That puck, guard tried to center that puck for Bear, but stopped by one of the Buffalo's defenders. But here's Schneiderette, unable to throw that puck around for Green. Eventually does go to him. Jones just throws that, tries to backhand that back in. Here's Guard now. Nice skate there by Guard to be able to kick the puck back to him. Stick. Now RHA tries to fire that up and over. That goes up and over the net, and Schneiderette tries to give it down low for Guard. Guard tries to throw it over for Jones. Jones can't get to that in time. Jones now has it along the boards. Jones now moves that puck. Still has it. He's going to walk in. He throws that right in front for Schneiderette, but it was unable to get the shot. Guard now. Tries to throw that through one of the players. I think it was Thompson. And that puck ends up being an icing against the Buffaloes. 15:34 left in the third period. 6-1 the score is for RHA, and they also lead in the shots. 59-12. Will be Chornley and Bo Murray at the draw. Bo Murray knocks that up to, I believe that was number 17 in Chiroto, but that puck is eventually dumped all the way down by Pilot Mound. We will have another icing. Here's Ponce now at the line. He just throws that puck back in. Now Turner takes it behind the net. Turner now throws it up for Dolinsky, who has it at the blue line. He gets it back over for Ponce. Chiroto throws a check against May. Ponce still has it. Great puck control by Ponce. As he skates it. He's unable to get that pass up for Dolinsky. Now he is. Dolinsky just throws that back along the boards, and it goes for Chornley. Chornley tries to backhand that out to the slot, but is unable to, and it is Tatuni. He gets that puck, but the puck is just knocked deep again by RHA. And another dump, and that will be another ice. But it looks like Cotillier, that's the second time he's done that this game, where it's going to be an ice, but he just decides to keep the play going. And that hit off a stanchion. Almost a really dangerous play for Pilot Mound. Unfortunate play, too, as that puck hits a stanchion. And if that gets turned over, that puck's right in the slot, and there's a good opportunity for RHA. But luckily for the Buffaloes, that never happened. Swatsky and Bobo. Puck is won by Bobo. Here's Kettles. He throws it over for Thompson. Thompson throws that in, and it hits off Green's stick up in the linesman in the elbow. Looks like that shook him up a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he'll be okay, but those always sting when you get those pucks to the elbow, and you know that those refs and linesmen aren't wearing elbow pads, so it's not the greatest feeling, but looks like he's going to be okay from that. Battle on the boards. Babalansky. Stinton gets it up for Thompson. Thompson throws it over for Kettles. Kettles gets it. He throws it, drags and shoots it towards the net, and it's blocked aside by Keaton Reed. Tatuni now throws it up for number 18. Oh, and a big hit there by Stinton on number 18, Kem Karen. Puck is thrown up and hits Green's stick, and one of the refs was calling an icing. The puck was just across the line. Very close, but no ice on the play. Here's Green behind the net. He tries throwing it up in a great defensive play by Tatuni. A Michigan attempt, and it almost went in. Voice crack there. Pardon my voice crack, but that would have been amazing if he was able to get it. Very close. We've seen attempts like that a few times on these broadcasts. Players, never since Andrei Svechnikov kind of made that move really big in the NHL. A lot of young players have been trying that move out, and the more and more it happens, the prettier and prettier it gets. So we were almost privileged by seeing one of those goals go in, but alas, it looked like Keaton Reed had seen that was going to happen right from the start. But here's Schneiderette. Collins up for Ballou, who just chips that puck in. Ballou gets to that, but is unable to knock that puck down along the boards, and now Chakouste has it and just dumps it in. Lambolt hard on the forecheck. unable to knock that puck off the defender. And now it is Thompson. Lambolt gets his hands up a little bit high on that. Oh, and an excellent tip by Thompson in front of the net. Unable to get that puck in the net. It did go 5-hole, but it kind of bounced off to the side after it squeaked through the 5-hole. So lucky bounce there for RHA. Now Schaefer receives it behind his own net. I believe it's Schaefer's glove has fallen off. He's going back to receive that. Blue throws that on the boards, and it's for Schneiderette, who has it. Moves it over for Collins. Collins throws it back down along the boards, and here's Baloo. That puck just barely misses Collins' stick, and it goes all the way down, and Cotillier has been very active with the puck a lot. He's come out lots to play the puck, and it's a good way for him to stay focused in the game, too. Playing as aggressive as possible when you're not getting shots on net and the puck comes down. You make that play, but here comes Piot Mound with some speed. It is Sutherland. And a pinch attempt filled by Big Heady, and guard steals that and had an opportunity but was unable to get it to his teammate. Here's Zielinski up with it at the all blue line. There he is. He comes in, he fires it and scores. What a shot through traffic. Keane Reed had no vision of that at all, it looked like, and a goal that didn't really have a chance on again, and a great shot choice there by Delinsky just to fire that through a bunch of bodies, and that puck had eyes as that hit the back of the net, and it is now 7-1. RHA gets the first goal of the third period, 11-14 in. 62-13 are the shots in favor of RHA. Puck is won by RHA. Ponce throws up the boards, and there will be offside on the play. So mentioned this once in the game, but if you're just tuning in, we will be live on ASTV next on Friday evening as we begin the Manitoba Swimming Provincials at the Pan Am Pool in Winnipeg. So stay tuned for that on the network. Here's Barry, tries to chip that puck up and around the defender, but is unable to. And the puck comes back for Ponce. Ponce a one-time shot, and stopped by the pad. Another shot was stopped by Keane Reed. And here comes Sawatsky. He enforced hard and is unable to backhand that puck over Delinsky's stick. You can see the frustration starting to boil a little bit for the Buffaloes as Ponce comes in and tries to put that puck 5-hole. Part of me almost thought that puck was in, but Keane Reed just stops it up in the nick of time, and it did go in. I guess that puck did go in. I was right initially, and that puck just barely went 5-hole on Keane Reed, and 8-1 the score is now at 10:36 left on the clock here in the third period. May has it in his own zone, gets it for Schaefer. Schaefer tries to throw it through and does barely nick off the stick of Lambolt, but unable to get a good handle on it is Lambolt. And here comes Chiarotto past the red line. Here he comes. He brings that puck past the goal line now. Throws it up in the slot for Turner. Turner unable to get a shot off, but here's Thompson with a shot. That hits a body in front, and another goal for Chiarotto. And that's 3 goals in the last minute for RHA as they're really starting to pour on the Buffaloes here in the third as the score is now 9-1. And we might break the ASTV shot record this year as we saw 69 shots in the second game, or in the first game with Northern Alberta Extreme and these U15 teens on Saturday. As the shots were 69-5, I believe, on that game. Another chance of breaking 70 in this game as Kelly shoots that, but it goes up and over the net. Chen hit hard along the boards. Big Heady backhands that puck back in. Kettles just throws it along the boards, and Sutherland unable to get it to it in time. Dumps that puck in, but it lands right on the stick of Thompson. Thompson gives it to Chirodo, and he just dumps that puck back in. Sutherland receives it behind his net. Chen with a good forecheck, or with a good stick on that play to be able to knock the puck off Thompson's stick. Now Sutherland behind his net throws it for Big Heady. Big Heady gets it back for Sutherland. Sutherland bobbles the puck. Now backhands it along the boards back for Big Heady. But it's RHA player who gets to it first. It was Bo Murray now. Stick handles that puck past center. Here he comes. Kettles now. Nice move to get around. I believe that was Kelly. Sutherland now. Throws it up, and Bo Murray picks it up, but is unable to get a good handle on it, and it's Sutherland again. Sutherland just barely gets that puck, but is immediately picked off by Thompson. Nice move by Thompson. He gets the puck over for Green, and a big stop there by Keane Reed. Good play there by a Big Heady to stop that puck up before it got to Green's stick in front of the net. Big Heady now. That puck is knocked up by Bebeau. Now Schneider fires that towards the net, but it misses just barely. I think he was looking for a tip on that play. Back for Schneider. He has it. He gives it for number 14 in Green. Green now. Still has it. Knocks out with one hand along the boards. And here comes number 15 in Stinton. He drops that back for number 22. And a shot by Green in front of the net. And Reed makes a big stop there. And here comes Liam Tatuni as he backhands that around Schneider. Fires that towards the net. And it's a pad stop by Cotillier. Collins drops that for Green. Green tries to find Stinton in front for the tip, but is unable to get that puck to his stick. Jointly. Here's Thompson. Hank Thompson puts that through the legs of Schneiderette, but Schneiderette kind of body checks him away from the puck there, and Ross now has it in his own zone. Oh, and an interception almost hit off the stick of Chakous in front. Could have been dangerous for RHA there. Here's Ponce now. Thompson throws that puck for number 22 in Wambolt. Wambolt intercepts that to Ballou. Now here's Ballou. Nice toe drag. Gets the puck back. Almost lost it there. Puck in front, right in front for Ross. No one there to defend. And now there's a mad scramble in front of the net. Puck is still loose. Big scramble in front of the net. Tempers almost flared over, but the refs got there just in time to make sure the Buffaloes players didn't start going at Chornley. It looked like Chornley was the only black sweater in front of the net there. It looked like he was about to get swarmed, but cooler heads still did prevail. Ponce now. Ballou. Up in front, what a pass. And Chornley unable to bury that one. Ponce keeps that puck in, and here is Sutherland behind the goal line. Stick handling, looking for an outlet. Schaefer tried to put that between the legs of, I believe it was Jones, to make a pass, but was unable to. Now Schaefer has it again. Schaefer can't quite get the puck out. Now they do. Now Schaefer picks it up just in his own zone. Ross forcing Sutherland on that play, but Sutherland just takes it behind his own net, and Chen gets a stick on it, but it's intercepted by Dolinsky. And now Bear with it. Bear fires it over for Ponce. Ponce looking for the one-timer, but that pass came in too hot. Ponce intercepts that. Ponce caused an interception. He gave it right to number 9 in Liam Chartrand. Now Dolinsky receives it in his own zone. He skates that out. Nice speed by Dolinsky as he carries that past the red line and stumps that puck in. It's Guard now, who just leaves that for Bear. Guard now has it still. He's going to circle up. Gives it back for Kettles. Kettles was looking for Thompson, but it hits off the stick of guard. Interesting play there. And the score is 9-1. You don't really want to see another team trying all these fancy goals when it's this late in the game. There's just no need for it, in my opinion, but play continues here. Here comes Jones. He's unable to get that puck, get a shot off on that play. Here's Sawatsky behind his own net. It's Tooney. Now guard. Puck in front, and it almost gets banged loose, but Keane Reed stands tall and knocks that puck to the corner. Here's to Tooney. Kemkaren unable to receive that pass. Nice blocker save there by Keane Reed. Ballou ends up with that puck. He gives it back for Thompson at the blue line. Thompson gives it back for Ballou, and Ballou throws that towards the net. It's tipped, and it just goes wide. Big Head erases it, but Kettles beats him to the puck. And now it's Turner. Now Ballou. Girodo gives it for number 44 and Ballou. There's Ballou. Oh, and avoids a big hit from Big Heady. That could have been a massive collision. But just barely saw it at the last second, was able to avoid that check. Kettles. Or Ballou. Throws that in front for Thompson. A wide open opportunity. It hits off the stick of Kemkaren, and it goes up and out of play with 3:09 left in the third. And we do beat our record this year in shots for ASTV, as the shots are now 73-14 in favor of RHA. The score is, of course, 9-1. 3:09 left in this third period. And the puck goes up and out of play again. This time it will come outside the Buffalo zone. Chikous and Chirodo to the face off here, and it's won by Chirodo, and he gives it for Collins, who just dumps that puck down into the Buffalo zone. Puck comes over for Collins, a one-timer shot, and hits off a stick of man, almost bounces into his own net. Almost an unfortunate goal there, but Keane Reed does see it at the last second, is able to get a pad on it. Chikous tries to rim that around, but is unable to. Thompson now backhands that along the boards. Is able to get it around Turner to Wamble, but Wamble can't get it past Collins. Babalansky battles against, I believe. Oh, here's Collins. He just rims it around the boards. Turner now. There's Turner. Now Chirodo has it. Collins. Oh, a sneaky shot there that hits off the pad of Reed. And Green now. Nice move. May now. And it's thrown all the way down. And Cotillier is just going to pick that puck up. And I do like that. Just letting the clock run so this game can. And they don't need any more goals. They just want if you're RHA, you just want to run the clock as long as you can. Just try to waste the rest of this game away. As if you're the Buffaloes, maybe you want to try and get one more goal. I know there doesn't really matter at this point, but in the future, if the team's only down by one, they can prepare and just keep that in mind for themselves when that case does arrive. Chen just chips that puck into the zone, and it will be Chartrand against Ponce. Murray throws that towards the net, but hits off a stick and goes wide. Murray has it again now. Hits off a stick, and Green now throws it over for Stinton. Stinton now getting forced along by Sutherland. Sutherland just Tries to chip that off the glass. It goes up and out of play with 1:09 left in the third. Puck is won by RHA. Green now with it behind the net for Ponce. Ponce is just going to fire that, and it's stopped by Reed. Lou now. With Delinsky. Puck is a little scrum along the boards, and Buffalo's just getting it out of the zone. Cotillier now. Just going to throw it along the boards for Ponce. Sawatsky's going to be hard on that forecheck. And Ponce is just going to throw that puck up. Tatuni tries to chip that up for Sawatsky, but it is stolen by Bobo. And Big Heady now is just going to dump that puck down, but it is stopped at the line and just chips up and over the stick of Delinsky. Delinsky now has that, carries that across the red line. He still has it. Throws it for Stinton and hits off his stick and goes wide, but the clock is now going to hit the zeros as RHA wins this of a score of 9-1. Last 2 weeks on the Wednesday games that we covered between these two teams, both those games ended up 10-1. This game only 9-1. Although RHA has gotten their fair share of shots, almost 3/4 of the way to 100 shots, as they got 74 shots on goal to the 14 that Piot Mound got. The final score was 9-1 in this game, and RHA just really took over in this game. It looked like right off the opening draw of the game that we were going to have a very equally matched game, and Piot Mound was getting their even amounts of shots with RHA, but then after that, RHA's speed activated, and they really came to win here, and they were able to get another decisive victory over Piot Mound. And you know, when the season winds down like this, it's very important to get these wins, and RHA padding onto their win stats as they get closer to the playoffs. And Piot Mound, just, you know, their losing streak has now been extended, and they're going to be looking to get a comeback within their next few games right before the playoff starts. But overall, very good game for the most part. Near the end there, it started to fall off as RHA started to pad onto their lead quite a bit, but overall, good game. Fun game to cover for everyone at home. But we will be live on the network on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as we look to cover the Manitoba Swimming Provincials in Winnipeg at the Pan Am Pool. So stay tuned for that this weekend. But for Seth Rock and everyone here at ASTV, we will be signing off for this game. See you guys on Friday for the swimming